God, number one, and then my family, number two, and then the business. And I've never swayed from that. It's very important that I'm involved at church, so I do that on a weekly basis. And being with my family is very important to me. So lately, because we're super busy. Chris is really busy at the office. I'm really busy in the field. And so we were starting to feel out of balance because we weren't really having any fun because we were both so busy. And so what we've done lately is take little mini vacations. And it's been really good to do that. So whatever fits your schedule, just by prioritizing, fit in what you can. And then also with the time management, I'm starting to learn how to do that, getting calendars and systems. Systems have really helped me with balancing and managing because I have kids running this way. My daughter's on 2 different softball teams, and so I'm running her here and there. And so just having the calendars and the systems in place to be able to do that. But really, again, it just comes down to the prioritizing and then drawing the line and not swaying from it. It's really what's most important to me. And so, but balance, yeah, no, I haven't figured that out yet.
All right.
You want me to reword it?
So yeah, this was following up on.
How do you support
There's so many of you out there right now that are just like that, and if you're like me and you're on the other side of that, right there, found it. You have to be the balancing portion for your spouse. So you have to be able to connect with them, set aside a time for them, whether it's scheduling stuff that they don't need to do. So if she doesn't like cleaning toilets, you find somebody to do that for her, or you do it yourself. I don't think I'm the only guy here that folds laundry. I don't think I'm the only guy here that sweeps. Most guys take out the trash, so you shouldn't be doing that anyways. Just get really good at separating colors, because if you mess that up, it's even worse. But make sure that you're setting aside time for them because they don't do it for themselves. Their personality type is go, 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 go. So if you have to schedule a spa day for them, do it. Best thing is you get to go do it with them. So be the balance that they need, because what I like to tell people is you're going to be out of balance the first couple of years because of the fact that you are driven. But is it okay if you're unbalanced for 2 years to live an unparalleled, balanced life for the rest of your life? Because everybody else that you know is going to live an unbalanced life working for somebody else for the rest of their life.
That's pretty good. I mean, that's good with a lot of substance. I like that. All right.
No, there is. The word sacrifice comes into mind because, that's what it means. You're going to give up something now for something of greater value later. Remember that, okay? Sometimes I think sacrifice just means you gave it all away for nothing. No. Okay? But you do. And if you're a couple working this together, you kind of figure out what you're good at. What do you want to do? What are you good at doing? That's what you should be doing, right? Okay? Same thing with me and Mel. It's kind of a time in there. When we started, I was still busy in construction, building houses. That's all I knew to do all my life. Just build. She was doing this, I was still doing my thing. I met this gentleman right here. So it's kind of like we had to figure out what was my role. What did I want to do? What was I good at doing? So hopefully I was a little instrumental in helping her to turn the phone off while we could eat. It's like, honey, if it's Mark or Pam, pick it up. It's not important to call out. But you have to find that time. Otherwise, I hate to use that word burnout, but you can. You can just get yourself, consumed, burned up, or whatever, for a short period of time. But you're going to have to go through some things. You can't even visualize it even doing it right now, maybe. But you're going to go through some stuff. You're going to go through some things. But you're going to come out of it on the other side and go, wow, it really wasn't that bad. It didn't really take us that long and now you look at people hitting their stage at record times like never before. You know, that sacrifice is going to have to be made. Like Joel just said, man, you're going to sacrifice at a job, helping somebody else get their dream home, and their beach home, and their swimming pool, or you're going to do your deal for a little while and get your own. You know?
Yeah. Good. All right. We're in the final stretch, so get ready. I'm really enjoying this. We've gone over our time, so I'm doing the talking. What are they going to do? Shut us down? I mean, all right. 2 questions left, so pick the one you want to answer. We'll give everybody one more shot. How do you keep your team motivated? I think a lot of people want to know that. How do you motivate your team? Or why does it seem so easy for others when I'm struggling? And I get that all the time. And some of it's your fault that you guys make it look easy, even though I know we all go through struggles. So either how do you keep your team motivated, or why does it seem so easy for others when I'm struggling?
I'll go with the motivation one because I just answered this backstage because we get this all the time. How many of you are motivated right now? Raise your hand. How many of you are at an event right now? Raise your hand. Motivation happens at events. How do you keep your team motivated? You get them to events. You get them to one team, one mission. You have events at your house. You go to their house and have events. You get people motivated by having them around this positive environment all the time, and motivation will naturally happen. So that's my easiest answer on that one.
Great answer, Joel.
Can I add to that really quick? Where you've got that, you've also got, well, maybe if they're not motivated, then they're just in the wrong thing. They've got to be motivated from within as well. They have to have their reason why, right? So, yeah, you can get them to events, but even that's not going to last as soon as they walk out of here if they don't have a big enough reason why. So that's when you got to turn it back to them and say, what is it you want out of this? Because if you don't have something you want bad enough, you are not going to do this, period. You will not make the sacrifice. You know, for most of us, there is a little bit of a sacrifice being here, but not really. You know, you cleared your schedule to come for a weekend, so that's not real sacrifice. Getting and going after you've worked all day and going and doing a meeting or going to a rap party or whatever, that's more of a sacrifice. Leaving your kids. So if you're not motivated from within, it doesn't matter anything else. So yeah, there's 2 parts to that. You know, you gotta get them to events, but they gotta be motivated from within.
Good. This is final round. Do you have anything to say? All right. Want to finish up on this one? Okay.
I'll do the motivation one because I actually hate that word. I think it's more inspired, you know, and I agree with Melody. I asked my new distributors, what is their number? What is the number that they're working towards and why? Because if you were talking to a stay-at-home mom right now who needed $500 a month to get school clothes for her kids in September, you dang believe she's going to work all 3 months of summer hard to make sure that happens because that why is deep, it's penetrating, and nothing can stop it. And so I really challenge my team to not only identify their why, but to put a number to it. So that way you've got your roadmap right then and there. And when your why is strong enough, that no, you don't even hear it. Because you've got your blinders on because you know why you're working so hard. And I think when we can help attach our distributors' dreams to It Works, then they're going to be off and running. I believe that It Works is a place for people to fulfill their dreams within the business. I mean, I feel like I am brought here for a reason to use my gifts and talents within my team, within this business. But I also believe that people are brought to this business to achieve something so they can achieve their dreams outside. Maybe they want to do missions. Maybe they want to open up an orphanage, or they want to do something. You know, this is a vehicle for them within or outside of It Works to achieve their dreams and do what they're called to do.
Either one. Why does it seem so easy for others when I'm struggling?
I like this one. Okay, some of you probably have wondered why it's so easy for Kimmy to be where she's at right now. I'll give you one of the reasons, because I have never operated outside of my gifts. When I got in at Works, sales scared me to death. But when I identified with somebody who had done abundantly well in this business, I could see myself doing that, so I was able to go out and do that. When people tell me they're not salespeople, I say, well, you don't have to be a salesperson, because I'm not. I'm a teacher and I'm a coach. I didn't wake up when I was 2 and 3 and 4 years old thinking, I can't wait to put a wrap on somebody's belly. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to put it on their buns either. As a matter of fact, I've been making my sister and brother play school with me since they were in kindergarten. They'd come home for summer break and I'd say, oh no, Dad brought home his extra school supplies, so we're just gonna keep on playing school. And I would teach them and coach them and motivate them, and when I wasn't doing that, Dad would take me to practice and I'd get to pretend like I was coaching the boys. So I have always wanted to be a teacher and a coach. The Lord has given me the hard wiring to be an achiever, to be an activator. I love to learn. I'm super duper positive, and I'm very much a visionary. But those are my hard wiring gifts. And so when I work this business, I work this business from those strengths. And then if a Renessa Brown shows up and is just blowing by some of us, we're like, I'm not going, well, what's she doing? She's probably doing something illegal. No. As a matter of fact, she is just operating out of who God made her to be, and everything that's brought her to this point, she uses as an asset to build her team. So that one specifically sticks out to me. Denise Walsh's team is amazing, and if you don't know her, getting to know her will be such a gift. But when she stopped trying to build her business as me and started building her business as Denise, magical things started happening. And so not one person in this room is going to be on the right journey or doing the right things until you figure out your journey and your strengths. And the best book I can recommend you for that is Strength Finder 2.0. It will help you uncover your hard wiring, and when you know your hard wiring, if you're still not succeeding, it's because you're not giving up. When Michael Jordan played basketball, he was amazing. When he tried to play golf and baseball, he sucked. Now do you see what I'm saying? So don't be someone else, be you. If you're not where you're at, if you're not where you're supposed to be right now, it's because you're still not working in this business the way you were created to work this business.